It's always 3.
Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome. My name is Paul Church from Clarity Craft here in the UK.
And my name is Louise Island.
So we've got a lovely afternoon planned, well, an hour or so planned for you. Spring has sprung, which if you joined us yesterday, you'll know all about that. Hopefully the gremlins will be behaving this afternoon. Hopefully Gracie is in the room with you over in New York. I can see there's some chat going on already. And yeah, it's all about ignoring the weather.
Yep, ignore that.
Brand new plate that Barb launched on Friday, together with a stamp set as well, illustrated in the SHAC towards the end of last year. I'm just waiting for the orchid. There we go. All is well, no gremlins. Thank you, Gracie. Yeah, it was definitely an afternoon of it yesterday. Sometimes it happens, sometimes it doesn't. So we'll give it some time for our friends to join us. This morning, Louise, you started a new project in Groovi Tuesday.
We did, yeah. We started the really nice Art Deco square frames with the little special day sentiments plate.
Lovely, yeah. So if you're not sure about that, if you go to our YouTube page, you can check out Groovi Tuesday. Tuesday tends to be a nice groovy day, nice and calm, and just here to keep company for an hour or so. So Louise has just said she started a new project this morning. So if you want to find out about that, go to Groovi Tuesday. Go to the live section and they're all in chronological order. So the latest one will always be there and you can work your way back.
Perfect.
Or if you're new to Groovi, and I know some of you are that are tuning in, you can go back to episode 1 where we start with the starter kit.
Yeah.
And we unbox it and I show you what you can do with it. And it's literally the tip of the iceberg when it comes to Groovi and the starter kit. So
and it's downhill from there.
And it's downhill.
Or uphill, whichever way you like to think about it.
It's a good downhill and uphill.
It's addictive.
It's very addictive. So there we go. I can see we've got some friends coming in. So maybe you are tuning in for the first time and you're thinking, what's it all about? Every Monday and Tuesday at 2 o'clock, we do what we call is our Selly Telly. We have our Clarity Social TV and we try to bring you some products. Sometimes they're new, sometimes we revisit. And just take time to look at them and the amazing artwork from the design team. So we thought this afternoon, because Barb launched the SHAC balloons on Friday in both the stamp and the Groovi, Louise is going to put that through the pack. It's literally hot off the press. The stamps were in the pipeline, but it was still too late to get it out to the design team. And then I sort of just said, on, I think it was Wednesday or Thursday, I said, this would make a great Groovi plate.
That's how quick it was.
That's how quick it was. So there's no art. It was Thursday, Wednesday, wasn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, you decided on Wednesday and then I got the plate on Thursday to create a demo for Friday for Barbara to show on.
Absolutely. And that's how it rolls here at Clarity. Yeah. Sometimes you have that conversation and because we design and manufacture ourselves, we were able to turn it around as quickly as that. So across the bottom, you can see our website, which is claritycrafts.com, which is open 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days of the year. During the week, Monday to Friday, from 8 a.m. until 4:30 p.m, you can call that number, which is here in front of me, 01732 868 215, where the lovely Sue or Louise, when she's not appearing on TV, and Pete are there to answer the phones and help with any queries or orders that you would like to place. Now, when we have a look at the details, I'm going to swap over my screen now. If I bring up the brand new plate that was launched on Friday, you can see there you've got a 5-digit number, 42611. So if you go to the website and you pop that code in, it'll bring this product up. If you ring up to place an order, you quote that 5-digit number and whoever's on the end of the phone will be able to add that to the basket for you. You've got a product image. You've also got details of that product. So this is Barbara SHAC Balloons and Tall People A5 Square Groovi Plate. Now you've got the price there of £10.49, and underneath you'll see that there's 3 other prices. That's if you belong to any of our craft clubs.
Yeah.
So we have 3 craft clubs here at Clarity. We have a stamp, a stencil, and a Groovi Club. It's a 12-month subscription. You can either pay for it in full for the year, or you can pay over monthly installments, and you can join 1, 2, or 3 of them. Now, if you join 1, then you'll automatically receive 10% off all orders for that 12-month period. If you join 2, you'll receive 12.5% discount over that 12-month period. And if you belong to all 3, then you'll receive 15% off throughout that 12-month period. So if you belong to all 3, that brings the price down to £8.92 for this Groovi Plate, with a saving of £1.57. And it doesn't sound a lot, but those savings soon add up.
Yeah, definitely.
It really, really does. And if you're a regular Clarity crafty buyer, then you know what you pay out for your monthly instalment, you'll soon recoup.
Yes.
Now, one of the things we launched at the beginning of 2026, which is new year, new idea, was the product of the month.
Yeah.
And what that means is, so for the month of February, we had 3 different products of the month. And if you pop one of those into your basket, it means anything else in your basket, you'll get double points.
Yeah.
So if I give you the details of those 3 different products, so if you're thinking, oh, I need to go shopping today, but you haven't seen them, the first item is item number 31954. This is the fabric strip card pack, 8x8. It is it's 250 GSM, so it's a nice quality card, all printed in-house. The price for that is £13.99 plus your club discount, and anything else in the basket. So if you're going for open day tickets or one-day workshops or the summer retreats, then you'll get double points if this is in the basket at the same time. So that's one option for you.
Really nice colourways as well.
It is, and it's amazing to see the different things that you can do with it.
Yes.
Then we have our second option, which is item number 12277. This is the SHAC Borders Strips and Panels A5 stamp set, £20.99 plus your club discount. So pop this into your basket. Anything else, you'll get double points on. Then finally, we have our third option, which is item number 21254. And this is a whole lot of love, heart aperture toppers and A7 sentiment stamp set. So even if you're into your Groovi, these would be nice, these little sentiments on the inside of your cards. Because sometimes we forget about the inside of the card, don't we?
We do, yeah. And even those heart aperture cards, it would be really nice if you had a little bit of parchment behind the heart, and you could, so all those, it's like a venom, isn't it?
It is, yeah.
You could have that on the card as well.
That would look lovely. So you're going to get 4 of the 4x4 and 4 of the 3x3 in there as well. We also do refill packs as well for those aperture toppers. So if you're looking to stock up on those. And then finally, I will say, hot off the press, backing stock, we have the 0.8mm shader tool. We're out of stock. Dave went and picked them up yesterday. So if you've been waiting for that, they are all available individually, which you'll find in our Clarity TV show page. But if you want to go for all 3 of them, then you have a £3 saving, item number 70457. So let's go back to the Groovi Plate of the balloons.
There's only one card to show for this.
There's only one card to show, which Louise is going to share with us during the course of this hour. Now, because Louise has created a demo on our Catch Up and Craft area, there's a download, isn't there?
There is. Yeah.
Should we have a look at the download?
Okay.
There we go. So what this does, it tells us the date and time of the TV show, what the project was called, what was made, and then Louise has listed items that she's used to recreate this product.
I have indeed.
Project.
That's one.
So that's available for you to download. You can either save it to your computer or you can print it off and pop it in a folder. So maybe if you have purchased this Groovi Plate, then when you get it home, then you've got that to kickstart some inspiration.
Definitely.
If you missed out on the stamp set, the item number for that is 12302. It's the Barbara's SHAC Balloons and Tall People A6 Square Stamp and Mask set. Price for that is £16.75 plus your club discount. And if you go back to our Catch Up and Craft section on the website, and you go back to Friday's TV show, Barb did some amazing little demos with tips and tricks on how to use them, how the masks work in conjunction with them. It really is one of those stamp sets that can convey so many different thoughts, because you've got happy birthday, best wishes, sending love, let's celebrate, it's your day, and make a wish.
And you could also use the stamp and the Groovi Plate together.
You could
as well.
Yeah.
So you could ink up the balloons and have them in the background if you wanted to as well. So
I know what you mean.
Faint balloons in the background,
like a cloudy. Yes,
that would look nice as well. And you've got all of the little stars and little dots as well, and the little flowers.
Yeah,
they're always very handy.
And just because it looks black on there, it's because we've printed it, but this could be any color, couldn't it?
Yeah.
Depending on what ink pad. And Barb really showed to great effect on Friday by blending the colors. It becomes like a little blending palette.
Yeah, and you can use, obviously, as a lot of us know, you can use distress oxides or inks. You can use those on parchment as well.
Yeah.
So very handy.
There we go. So that is your stamp set if you've missed out on that on Friday. Then what I also wanted to share with you during the course of this hour, because we've only got one piece of artwork to look at. On Friday, I was up at Hobby Maker and I showcased a collection of different plates, and I thought we'll just have a look at them today. Maybe you missed the show on Friday. Yeah, it was Friday, wasn't it? I know, it seems such a long time ago.
It does feel like
So the first collection that you may not be familiar with is the Art Nouveau Lilies and Poppies collection. You've got 2 A5 square Groovi plates and 2 Groovi border plates. The item number for this is 41156. You have a £5 saving, bringing it down to £36.96, plus your club discount as well. So if you're a Diamond Club member, that price you're going to pay is the equivalent of 4 for the price of 3. Because that each of these plates are £10.49 each, and you're going to be saving £10.54.
Cool.
Okay, we'll have a look at some artwork during the course of the hour on that.
Yeah, some nice artwork.
Then we had the Queen's Lace Duet Grids with the Alphabet collection. You've got 4 of our duet plates, which combine embossing and perforating. And then you've got 3 alphabets. On one border, you've got your uppercase alphabet. And on the border at the bottom, you've got 2 lowercase alphabets as well. So the item number for that is 41155. You have a £20.98 saving, bringing it down to £79.96, which means as a non-club member, you're going to get those 2 border plates for free. And as a Diamond Club member, that saving goes up to £32.97.
It's a really lovely calligraphy plate as well, isn't it? The
letters, they are
the alphabet.
Yeah, I mean, we did, like, we've got kings, we've got queens, we've got princesses, we've got palaces, we've got Italian cities. There's a vast collection of Groovi plates. Maybe you're thinking, okay, I've been on the Groovi bus for a while now. I want to get started on creating this lace work. So we do have a grid starter kit, and this gives you everything like our normal Groovi starter kit. It gives you everything to get going. So you've got your 4 different duet plates in there. You've got scissors, you've got your 1 needle bulge, you've got your wooden tool, tumble dry sheet, parchment, Groovi tabs, you've got a plate mate, you've got inspiration, you've got a project sheet in there as well, and you've also got your super foam. So when you look at that saving on the screen, you've got a £41 saving, bringing that price down to £119.68. Diamond Club members brings it down even further to £101.73. So I just wanted to share those items with you. Maybe, as I say, you're on that Groovi journey and maybe you haven't seen the duet plates before.
No.
But the duet plate, designed by the Queen of Grids, Josie Davidson, to make it achievable.
It was such a game changer as well when it first came out, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Because otherwise you would just have all these dots on this grid and you'd have to try and work it out.
Create your own pattern. Yeah. Or you'd go back to a traditional style of having it printed and then trying to replicate that on a basic grid with thousands of holes in it.
Yeah. Whereas this just makes life so much easier than if you had to count all the different
and then work out where to do the embossing, where to do the perforating, and where to snip. And so yeah, it's definitely worth having. And if you go to our YouTube page, there's lots of tutorials using the various different grids. And Barb did one using, I think it was Princess Elizabeth, it was Princess Mary, and it had a beautiful wedding photo of her and Dave's wedding from 2000.
I think that's in there.
Karen Jackson designed it, and then Barb recreated it on one of our YouTube videos. So, right, so let's have a look then where we're going to get started. We're going to start with the balloons.
Yeah, we can start.
So, should we have a look at the card that you created?
Yes.
Bring that up on the screen. There we go.
Perfect. So, yeah, so we've just done a few triangle people. I suppose it's like a little happy birthday, isn't it? Celebrate your day with everybody's got a balloon. So I've used the hills and mountains for behind. Oh,
from the starter kit.
From the starter kit. And then just like the little stars, they're all on that balloon Groovi Plate. And the little balloons, you're going to use a little Posca pen to create a little highlight in the balloons after. I mean, the part in the middle is part of the balloon anyway. I've just added the Posca pen on to do the highlights.
And I like that frame around the outside.
Yeah, so that was just using one of these little balloons just to create the little frame behind. And so it just shows that you can use an element on a Groovi Plate to create your own border sometimes.
That works so well, doesn't it?
It does. I suppose it kind of complements the inside of the card because it's the same. You know, it's the little
excuse me, because I remember when I saw this before I went up to TV last week, and I thought, what plate is this? And then realised it's the balloons.
Yeah. And you don't have to put the little highlight in. You don't have to do that. You can just have them
big scallops.
Big scallops, yeah.
And because you've got the different size balloons on there, you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different sizes.
Yeah.
Wow.
You can use the size you wanted. Okay, so we're going to complete this one then.
Yep, off you go.
Off you go.
Off you go.
Here we go. So for the outside, I've just used the, so I'll bring in the plates I've used. So obviously I'm using this one.
Yeah.
I'm using the hills and the mountains.
Okay.
One of my most used ones, when I first started out, always use this one for scenes behind. And then I love a nice scallop plate. We used this earlier this morning as well. So this is the nested scallop one, the small one, the A5 square. And the
item number for that is 40557. If you want just the mountains and hills, the item number for that is 40007. All these are available individually on the website. If you go to the show page, which I'm sure Gracie has posted several times since my waffling, you'll be able to find all of those plates available for you.
There we go. So to begin with, I've done the square head because nobody really wants to see me do a square.
Yeah.
So we're going to make up the scene in the middle. So I'm just going to use my tumble dry sheet. So I've got my plate mate underneath with my plate in situ there. Just going to use my tumble dry sheet. Way over.
You got 12 characters on this plate.
It's a lot to choose from.
There is.
Okay, so what should I start off with first? Let's do the this little man here. I'm going to do him first.
Okay.
I'm going to put it in the middle there. There we go. And I'm going to grab my sticker tabs.
I like the way that you've used the hills and the mountains in the background. I think it just adds that little bit more sort of dimension.
Yeah, kind of creates a scene, doesn't it? Instead of, I could have just done something flat behind and then just done blue and green, but the little house mountains makes it a little bit more interesting. Right, so I'm going to do little man with his little baseball cap on.
And all of these little characters and the balloons were illustrated in the SHAC, as I said, back in towards the end of 2025. So if you want to see how these were doodled, you can go back and watch those as well. It's just magic watching them come alive, isn't it?
Watching the faint lines become bright white lines.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's one. And then, because on the picture, we're going back to front, so the little girl's on the right, so the little girl's going to be on the left. It's good to know when you're getting to alphabets and everything, it's always back to front.
Yes.
I've made many a mistake. If you're not concentrating, it's easy to make a mistake.
And with these balloons, even with the stamp version, if you go for the Groovi inset plate, which if you've got the original Groovi starter kit, you've got the little adapter plate that has numbers on it. So you can put numbers in your balloons.
Oh, definitely, yeah.
To celebrate a specific year, if that's what you wanted to do. Or we've got so many alphabet and number plates in the catalogue. I'm sure our friends at home have probably got one or two of them.
I would have thought so. Okay, so third little person.
So it's a very happy party, this one. You've got 5 friends all gathering on the riverbank, celebrating.
It's a groovy party, that's why.
It's a groovy party.
They're all addicted. They've come along with their balloons. No shame.
No.
It's the happiest party ever. Okay, so then going to put next to polka dotty. Stripy little one.
I suppose if you was creating this for a particular person, there's going to be a little character there that would suit that person you're sending it to, aren't you?
Oh, definitely, yeah. Different heights, different looks.
See, I also think this would be nice for like party invites.
Yes.
Because you've got the balloons, it could be a wedding invite. Yeah,
it just depends on sometimes the colour that you're going to colour it in. Could be a really.
I know we've got some really tiny alphabets, like the there's a really small alphabet on the Universal Framer that goes with the Twas the Night collection.
Oh yes.
So on that largest balloon, you could potentially. So if it was, say, a wedding, so you could put like Paul and Louise in there, and then a date.
Yeah.
Couldn't you, of sort of a wedding. Yeah, and it doesn't have to be a square card. You could do a really nice, tall, slim card.
I know. I mean, we see a lot of square cards, but there's nothing saying, there's some really lovely cards, that can be A5 or slimline. And I mean, I'll cut down my 8x8 cards to make it look more like a rectangle, a bit like how we did our enhanced pencil course. That card, I just cut down an 8x8 card.
And this is also great for your Mini Makes Monday.
Oh, definitely, yeah. Because it's not a really, really large card, but it's something that's achievable.
But you could just take one of those little characters, one balloon, and then put your sentiment in there. Job done.
Exactly. And the sentiments, they fit because they're curved as well. So you can have them as a banner like I've put, but you can also, some of them fit into
the shape of the balloon.
The shape of the balloons, which is perfect. You've got best wishes there.
Yeah.
I mean, the happy birthday obviously would be in the larger balloon, but yeah, so there's one for everything. So
you could have hours of fun just coming up with different
could.
configurations, couldn't you?
You really could. So I'm kind of just angling, just because you've got the little strings. Okay, you know, you've got some that are longer than others. I'm just gonna just angle it. Okay, so it's coming out of his hand.
That's magical. It really is.
Now the nice thing is you can put some balloons can go behind others. So like this one, for example. I've got this one. And because there's so many different sizes of balloons,
you can get the perspective then, couldn't you?
You can, yeah. So put that one in there.
And because it's an open space, I can just see lovely sort of pattern work in there as well.
Oh, definitely, yeah. So then you've got your smaller balloon. So you've got your little, don't forget my little highlights.
So if you miss a bit, you can go back.
Which is always handy.
Handy.
Let's use
you could fill the balloon with stars.
Yes. Yeah, definitely. Or little swirls.
Yeah.
I suppose it depends who it's for. If it was a boy, you could use stars. If it was a girl, you could use flowers, or vice versa.
Mm.
Okay, there's one there. And last one, I'll use this little one up here. It's a very tall balloon. Going to have a really long string. But the good thing is you can choose where you put it. So what I would do, you can use I'm just going to move it, line it up so it doesn't go over. There we go.
One long string.
One long string.
See how quick and easy it was just to come up with the composition on this.
And it was fun as well.
It is.
I had great fun on Thursday, didn't
I bet you did.
There we go. So that's balloons.
So we've got, I mean, that looks really nice.
Yeah.
And you could go for a smaller square if you wanted to make it tighter. You can go larger. You could have a whole, because you've got 12 different characters, you could have a real party.
Exactly. So I won't do the banners because I'm just writing in the banners, but I'm going to do the little hills and mountains.
Okay.
So here we go. There you go. So what I did then is make sure I don't go over the little lines of their legs or anything. I kind of just stop a little bit before going a little bit through the legs.
Now I've got a top tip about that.
Mm-hmm.
It was something that Barb came up with. So say, for example, you accidentally went through their legs.
Yeah.
So when you would then turn it over to the front, the landscape is more prominent to the legs and it looks a little bit odd. It looks as if their legs are a little bit wonky.
Yeah.
So if you'd accidentally gone through the legs in that area, say on that one there, then all you do is you put the
original plate
back in and go back over the legs, and it pushes them forward again.
Makes it more prominent.
Yes. Yeah. That was back in the early days. That was something that Barb came up with, because sometimes we had really fine line art and you get carried away and you think, oh goodness me, I've just gone through their legs. Not literally. That sounded so that sounded so wrong. Or you'd gone through a piece of line art that you didn't mean to, but by putting it back on the original plate, it reintroduced the line art and pushed it forward again. Oh, could be taken off air for things like that. So like the string,
yes,
where the string's very fine. If you was worried about sort of it not looking right, you could go through the string with the heel and then put it back onto the balloon plate and reintroduce the string.
I'll do it with one of these. Shall I, to show what you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
I mean, it's to the naked eye from a distance, it's not really going to show, but we know we are our own worst critic, aren't we?
Yeah.
So if we come in close then, let's come in super close. Okay, so that one there, you've gone through the string.
Yes.
And you can really see the difference, how the string looks weird now, doesn't it?
Yeah.
So it looks as if that heel has all of a sudden come in front.
Yes.
So if you then reintroduce the balloon plate and find a string, and this works on any design you're working on, if you've got that really fine line and you accidentally go over it. And then there we go. So you're going to go back there like so. And then when you turn it over, there we go.
Nice.
It's pushed it back in front of the hill. You probably applied a little bit more pressure on that one.
I'll tell you what I did because I was going through it fairly quickly.
You did it just in the number two tool, didn't you? Yeah. That's why you've got that different.
Yeah, I did the whole string.
There we go.
There we go.
So now it's pushed it back in front of the hill. So if you have a little mishap like that, especially if you're working with fine line art where you're trying to put something in the back or something in the front, that just came to me. I remember it was a tip that Barb came up with back in the earlier days. And sometimes we forget about those little things like that. But when you're dealing with like delicate strings, or you've got just single lines where they do happen to cross over with one another, you can reintroduce it by going back over or from the original plate.
That's a good tip.
Okay.
There we go. So we got to that part. So we did that.
Yeah.
So I'm going to just fast forward. We've now got this part here. So we've done the little banner at the top, some of the stars.
Yeah.
The little hills and mountains has been put in. So what I was going to do is just before we go into the white work, I just thought I'd just show you how I did the one border.
Yeah.
So you can use whatever size balloon you wanted, really. So it's really just, and you can add the highlight as well if you wanted to. So I leave the highlight in the number 2, but then I go over with the crisp line of the number 1.
Yeah.
So I kind of line it up so I know the same distance between the kind of the highlight helps with that. There we go. So I did 1, 2.
I suppose it depends on what size balloon you're using, depends on how many scallops you'll get along the edge.
That's very true. So I did 3 because I wasn't I thought I'd just do 3 on one side and then 3 on the other. So
yes, I've seen that done before. If you're trying to sort of do a continuous pattern, if you come in from the left so many and then come in from the right by so many and then keep increasing one by one until you get to that middle point.
Helps a lot with tool work sometimes as well. There we go. So there's one more there.
It's even just that single row of balloons.
Because then I can get to this part and it's just overlapping in the middle. Can you see?
Yeah.
So what I did then is I would just, so it's like behind the others. So that was the middle one. There we go. And then what I did just to kind of even it out, I just put a few little ones behind.
To give it a double layer.
To give it the double layer, so it kind of looked all continuous.
Yeah.
So it looked like lots of balloons popping out from behind.
Popping out from behind. That's a clever use of the balloons to create a frame.
Right. Try a little bit. So then, yeah, I'll just finish it off like that.
Very clever indeed.
It's nice
I like that a lot.
Use one plate to create a card with the borders and stuff. So yeah, just something a little bit different.
Nice.
There we go. So that part's done. So then what I did was a little bit. I don't need those anymore. Just do a little bit of white work. So I go onto the soft side of the mat.
Yeah.
And I'm on the back of the artwork now.
Okay.
So.
Are you going to use our shaders that are back in stock?
I am.
Our little 0.8.
So I can. This is my little 0.8. That's a little tiny one.
Yeah.
And I will do the highlights first.
Okay.
The star, I used the ball tool.
Yeah.
But you can.
If I come in on that side camera, we might be able to. There we go. We can see that.
And this is perfect for the highlights of the balloons. So you can come in from both sides.
And you have a preference, like myself, with for the shader tools when doing white work. On that one. Okay. There we go.
Quite simple, and it because it spreads the white, it spreads it evenly, more so than the ball tools, for example.
Yeah.
It won't indent. You can afford to press tiny little bit harder than you would with a ball tool, because the fact that it's a bit like ice. If you spread your whole body over the ice, it won't crack. But if you stand on it and put your whole pressure on one point, it might crack.
Yeah.
So that kind of works in the same way. Obviously, don't press hard.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it will go through.
It will go through.
But you can afford to just go. And the nice thing is, it just. For me, I mean, for little intricate details, sometimes the ball tools are perfect.
Yeah.
But I absolutely love using the shaders.
So if you're on the little characters' outfits, the shaders would be great for that as well, because you've got the 3 different sizes. So you've got the 0.8, which was a tool that we introduced because when we bought Pergamano, it had been discontinued. And it was probably about 18 months, 2 years ago, we reintroduced by so many requests, we introduced the 0.8 back into the Pergamano catalogue. Because
it's very handy. So, for example, like you were saying, if I'll do some pleats in the dress.
Pleats?
Little pleats.
Right, okay, I'm going to come in close on this. If I do close on there, I'm going to come into that side. Yeah.
Yeah. So all you have to do is just... Yeah.
Look on the overhead. On that one, we're in close on this.
It just gives a little bit of dimension to the dress, so it doesn't look like
it's got a little bit of movement.
Flat layer, it's, like you say, it's got a little bit more movement.
Wonderful.
Yeah, so you can do that, or you could kind of come in from the side and create a little bit of like rounded.
So it looks more dimensional.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Glad you're here, Paul. I can get my words out today.
I've got a terrible habit of finishing people's conversations because I know what people want to say, and I know it's quite difficult at times when you're demonstrating.
Demo and think
what you're doing, and yeah.
There we go. So it just adds a little bit more interest, because then when you come to just doing the colour, it won't look so flat. Like here, I haven't used any white work. It's just a block colour with the Perga colours.
Yeah.
But being able to do that first, it kind of creates a bit more interest to the outfit than just a block colour. So that's using the shader.
Yeah.
And then I would just, with the star, what I tend to do is I kind of go in from the edge.
From each point.
So I get the points first, because sometimes it can be.
And you're using the number 3 tool on this.
The number 3, yeah. So by the time you've got to the middle, and then I kind of go a little bit like with the circle, I kind of go sideways on it, and then you've got your little star.
Look at that.
And that's because sometimes it could, or you, I know it can sometimes.
You can lose this definition, can't you, sometimes, of the shape?
Yeah, because if you're going sideways over, you need to find a way to make it a little bit easier, because sometimes you can miss little bits out if you're going a bit sparingly. That's why I like to go from the point
inwards.
But obviously not pressing too hard, but just making sure that you've done that.
Makes a difference though, doesn't it?
It does, yeah. Makes them look more pronounced as well, because it's,
you've got
sometimes the white work raised looks nice on a card.
Yes.
Sometimes you don't want it to look raised, but sometimes you quite like it to be a bit raised.
Yeah.
Okay, so once that's done,
before we go on to the next part, the colouring, can we have a look at some of the artwork from the Art Nouveau collection?
Yes, please.
Because say spring has sprung, so you've got lovely flowers starting to appear. Not necessarily poppies and lilies, but this collection, because they've got the frames to it as well, you can use the frames on their own, you can use the flowers on their own. So we've got, I mean, the artwork, a lot of the artwork is using the grids from the queens as well. Everything is available individually. I'm going to bring up the details to the side of the complexion, the complete collection of the 2 A5 squares and the borders. And we'll just have a look. So if we go to the overhead on that, that is the plate just traced out.
Yes.
And instantly you can see you've got this outer frame here,
which would be perfect with white work as well, with the shaders.
Yeah.
They look like frills, don't they?
So here we go. So this piece of artwork from Emma Burns,
wow.
You can see, so she's done white work in that pattern and then applied colour in the back to make it pop.
Yeah, this looks lovely.
And you've got the poppies in there, a different colour option. This one has no name. I love the red and the black.
I know, red, black, and with the clear parchment looks absolutely stunning, doesn't it?
This one from Gal Sydenham.
Wow.
Look at that picot cutting.
All inside the poppies, doesn't it?
To reveal the red from behind.
Amazing.
This was rather funky from Dee Paramore.
That is funky.
So sort of all of that, it's given it a completely different look, hasn't it?
So it looks very contemporary and modern, doesn't it?
Yeah. And then Dee was obviously in that frame of mind.
Wow.
So she's gone really...
I love the colours used
on here.
well.
So you've got lovely blues and she's infilled the patterns. And then there's one more I want to share. So if you're new to Groovi and you want to keep it nice and simple, then there we go.
Lovely. Yeah.
So it's using Jane's frame from the nested square extension. Yeah. So you put your poppies in first and then put your frame behind it.
That's gorgeous. With just a tiny little highlight of
white on those leaves.
Isn't that lovely?
And it's all these little bits here where you can sort of apply colour if you want to.
Yes.
And it also is perfect for, this one's from Glynis, for bookmarks. Because you've got those borders. It's great for bookmarks as well. But just doing a square as a mini make.
Yes.
If you want to keep your artwork. Yeah. Then we have the lilies. I'll take that artwork from underneath there. So this is your lily. So you've got the complete collection, or you've got the plate on its own.
Lilies are lovely as well, aren't
they? Yeah, I mean, they've got so much feeling behind them, haven't they?
They have.
So this one here, same as the poppy one, using Jane's frame.
But just using the main floral element without the intricate floral design.
Great for practicing your colouring skills on the leaves, on the body of the flower, and a little bit of white work on there.
Definitely.
Karen Jackson using the border element.
Lovely bit of picot cutting as well.
Yeah. This has got some amazing...
That element's nice. If you cut that off for like a PTC or something.
Yes.
A little mini make, just the one little element.
Then this is Linda's, not Linda, it's the...
that lovely frill.
The frilly circle.
Frilly circle, yeah.
And we've got a frilly circle and a frilly square. And you've got that illusion of it sort of weaving around the outside. Yeah. And then finally, one more piece to share with you. Just that centerpiece
Gorgeous.
on there, designer paper in the background, and some grid work. So I just wanted to share that with our friends at home, just to show a little bit of artwork for this collection.
They are really lovely plates.
All of the plates are available individually. So maybe you just want to go for your poppies, or maybe you want to go for your lilies, maybe you want to go just for the A5 square or the borders. They are all available in that show page as options. But the collection, you're going to get all 4 of those plates, and the saving is £5, bringing it down to £36.96. As a Diamond Club member, that £10.54 saving is the equivalent of getting 4 for the price of 3. So I just wanted to share that with our friends at home. Okay, back over to Lou.
Okay. So we created our border.
Yeah.
So we did our border.
Done some white work.
Done some white work. So now there it is. All my white work's been done.
Okey-doke.
On my bit of parchment here. So now we can head into a bit of colouring.
Okay.
So I might show, do a little bit of maybe the sky,
Mm-hmm.
and then I'll colour in the balloons, I think. I think we got enough.
Okay, yeah. So when you look at your finished piece here,
yeah,
it's a really sort of moody sky, isn't it?
It is, yeah. So the good thing about the skies is you can create whatever sky you want. It could be daytime sky, nighttime sky. You can have maybe some dark blue at the top going into a little bit of the purple.
Yeah.
And then the light blue at the bottom. Or you could have like a nice little pinky horizon behind the mountains. That would look nice.
Pinky grey skies.
Yeah.
Nice.
So it's up to you. So I'm going to go on to the back.
Yeah.
So we have all of our polychromos.
Spring, summer, autumn, winter.
Exactly.
Plus our essentials. They're all on the show page.
Got my sharpener.
We have a sharpener in the studio. Let me just grab that for you. There we go, Louise.
Oh,
and I will see, as Louise uses the colour, I will tell you what set it's from. I'm going to be clever like that.
Okay. So I'm going to be using, along with Groovi Tab, which has now disappeared, gone into the ether. So we're going to be using the bluish turquoise at the top.
Bluish turquoise is in the winter collection.
And then the violet.
Which is also in the winter collection.
And sky blue.
Sky blue is in the essentials collection. Now they also have numbers on them.
They do.
So the
bluish turquoise is 149.
149.
138 is the violet.
Violet, if you want to buy them individually, they're also available.
And the sky blue is 146.
146. There we go. Thank you, Lee.
Okay. So just at the top, I'm just going to put just a tiny little bit of the dark blue.
I love this type of colouring.
It's nice.
Scribbling.
Scribbling. The good thing is when you're using dorsal oil, you don't actually have to be particularly careful.
No.
Because even if, for example, with this, even if you did go over, you've got the eraser pencil.
Yeah. And if you can, in larger areas, if you make a complete boo-boo of it, you can just put some Dorso oil onto a piece of tissue and wipe it all off and start again.
Exactly. That's your eraser as well.
That's definitely an eraser if you use too much of it.
Again, just scribbling over underneath the balloons.
So you don't need to be careful at this point, really.
No. I mean, even if you go over the balloons, you can still, like you say, you can
remove it with ease.
You can. So now I've got my little, I'm going to bring in my bit of Dorso oil on a spot-on sponge.
Onto a spot-on sponge, which you can get the colouring accessories kit that gives you Dorso oil, spot-on sponges, blending nibs, mix mats.
You can also, if you wanted to rub the colour out after, you could use a tissue to do larger areas as well. I like the smell.
Thanks. Oh, you mean the Dorso oil?
Yeah.
I thought you meant my aftershave.
Does that smell of Dorso oil as well?
No, I don't wear any. Aftershave doesn't stick to me. I can put it on, I can walk into the next room and it's gone.
Oh, it doesn't stay.
Some people can wear it and you can, they
it
hold it all day. Not
Yeah.
years. They can hold the smell of perfume and aftershave.
Yeah.
I can't for whatever reason. So it's handy because I just don't buy any.
Saving money for more Groovi projects.
Absolutely.
See, us crafters, we have our priorities in check.
Tumble dry sheet, that's it. Just try to put a tumble dry sheet up the sleeve. That smell would last longer than the aftershave. They're good for actually freshening up clothes as well. So if you've got clothes hanging in your wardrobe, you could just hang some tumble dry sheets in there as well. And that keeps them nicely fragranced. That's very dark, that turquoise, isn't it?
It is very dark, which is why I'm just a little bit at the top.
But you can see it come to life with that Dorso oil.
You can, it just really just pops, doesn't it? When as soon as you add Dorso oil, it just really just pops. I'm kind of going up and down into the purple and the bluish turquoise just to bring the colour down a little bit. What you can do then is, I haven't got one here. Well, I have actually, there's some over there. You can use a tissue.
Grab a tissue.
Just to smooth the colour a little bit.
Because you're using the blending pen. Not that you've got streaks, but...
No, but it just kind of... Thank you.
Okay.
Be kind of you, Paul.
You're welcome.
So you can just...
I've done that with a spot on sponge before. That works very well.
Oh, okay.
Just turn it into a mushroom like Barb does when she's using it on ink. And it blends really nicely. So if you run out of tissues and you've got a spot on sponge to hand.
Okay.
Look at that. See, I thought that dark was going to be too dark.
Yeah.
But because you put that purple layer in between,
it kind of just
balances it out, doesn't it?
Gives you like a little medium colour as well, doesn't it?
Yeah.
There we go.
So that's your sky done.
That's the sky done. So I'll just do some balloons now. So I'll use a little bit of pink. Again, you don't have to be that careful. There's two pinks we've got here. There's Rose Carmine, which is 124.
Rose Carmine, that one is in your summer collection.
And Pink Madder Lake, which is 129.
And that is in your spring collection.
Nice. So, scribbling. There we go. Job's done.
Easy as that.
And this is a nice purple one.
That's the violet.
Violet, yeah. And I'm going to use the light ultramarine, which is 140.
And the light ultramarine is in your spring collection as well.
Lovely. There we go. Balloons done.
Balloons done. I quite like that. You can get those balloons that are filled with all that sort of like tinsely stuff, can't you?
Yes, yeah, you can.
So there we go. You don't need to blend it if you don't want to.
Scribbles. Well, it just means that you just put a little bit of Dorso on and look.
I think that's one of the good things with it, with the pencils. They can go quite far, can't they?
They can.
Yeah. Especially with your Faber-Castell polychromos, because they've got that high pigment in them. I mean, the percoliner pencils, work just as well. But I found that with the polychromos, you don't need to put as much down as if you would, because the pigment can be quite strong in the polychromos.
Yeah, they have a lot more pigment in, which is understandable because they're artist quality, aren't they?
Yeah.
Yes, we've got our little purple one. I'll go back to my blue nib, my blue one. So just circular motions. Nice colouring in balloons, I think.
Yeah. And you're going to show us in a moment, aren't you, how to create that sort of lovely shade and depth to it.
Yes, that's why I thought I'll colour in the balloons, because then everybody can see the shading. So these are the two different kinds of pinks. This is like a kind of more of a corally pink, isn't it, this one? Then the other one's a little bit pinky pink.
Pink, yeah, I know what you mean.
Nails.
Yeah.
Pinky pink. Down into the little. I use the same. There we go.
Marvellous. Even on the black, it looks, you can still see the colour, can't you?
You can, yeah. So just back in with my purple, just gonna even that colour out a little bit. There we go.
Okay.
So balloon's done.
Yeah.
Then what I would do is, say for example with the purple, just going to kind of create a little bit of shade. So in a minute we're going to do our little highlight on this side. So we want the shade to be on the opposite side to the highlight.
Okay.
So I'm just going to literally, with dry pencil now.
Yeah. And a sharp dry pencil.
A sharp dry pencil, yeah. There we go. You can see just the slightest little thing, and you can then add a little bit more depth to it.
You can see where that dorsal oil is slowly evaporating in the centre of that balloon, can't you?
Yeah. Yeah, I saw that.
Excuse me.
There we are. You see,
so like it's starting to build up.
Build up shade. And you can also, in a minute, we're going to accentuate the highlight behind, but you can also put a little bit of a darker shade behind the highlight, and then it will make the highlight of the balloons look more prominent. So again, with the pink balloons, we can do the same. So we're going to come in and put the dark on the opposite side. Bring it into the balloon a little bit. I'll do it with this one as well.
So I'm just flicking through one of the companion papers. I've got Waimea Falls. Just a couple of colour combinations to go underneath. So I don't know what it's going to look like. I mean, Louise has used a purple in her finished piece, but there's a nice selection in the Waimea Falls. And I thought if we pop sort of the colours underneath to see sort of the different. Waimea Falls has a really nice colour palette. Yeah.
Oh, it does actually, yeah.
So.
And I'll just do the blue ones. Oh.
it's a little attention to detail, isn't it, that all of a sudden gives it a
Makes
lift.
it pop, doesn't it?
Literally, you don't want those balloons popping.
No.
But you could also,
Okay.
this would be quite fun because you could have them sort of flying through the air, couldn't you, on like a helium balloon?
Yeah.
Because you've got that
Could be going
landscape, you bring the
diagonal.
landscape, if you did like a long card, the landscape down the bottom, the hills, and then them flying in the air, couldn't you?
You could do, yeah. If I hadn't put the land on, I could have added a little tiny shadow at the bottom here,
Yeah.
which would have looked like they were levitating.
So let's have a look at some different colours behind it. So you've got that colour there. So that brings out the balloons. Then there's this blue, a little bit too dark. You would definitely lose, you've lost the colour of the sky. Then we've got pink. A little bit wishy-washy. I mean, obviously you haven't got the colouring on the
Makes the balloons look different colours every time you put a new colour
and
behind,
then
isn't it?
you pop that one in behind.
Yeah, that's quite nice.
So that works quite well. It gives it a little bit more darkness. And then we've got another one here, which is, I quite like that one.
Yeah, you can see all
which
the
is very
colours
similar to the
off.
colour that you've used on yours.
Yeah.
So, and those pieces all came from Waimea Falls. So depending on your colour palette, which colours you've coloured in, that would be a nice pack to go for. The item number for Waimea Falls is 31668.
That's my kind of palette. Pinks, purples and blues.
Pink, purples and blues. There we go.
So what I thought we'd do just before we head off, I just thought I'd just show you how to do the highlights, the balloons.
Yeah.
Make sure it works first. There we go. Yeah, it's working. So we've got our balloon. I'll do the highlight for the middle one.
Okay.
So a bit like how we're going to be doing gems in a couple of weeks in the Groovi Tuesday project.
Oh right, okay.
But it works kind of exactly the same. So I kind of do like a little, almost like a curved triangle.
So on that one.
Okay. We can go to make this a lot whiter. We can really make it pop with the Posca pen, I think. There we go. So then do like a little triangle there.
Yeah.
And then all I would do then is just add a few little dots either side. You've got your little balloon highlight.
Makes a difference, doesn't it?
It does.
Zoom out on that.
Yeah, from a distance it looks shiny.
Yeah, it's got that illusion, isn't it? And I guess you could do that with white work as well if you was a bit, maybe a bit hesitant with using a Posca pen on the front.
Yeah, of course.
You could do that with, you would do that before you put your colour on, couldn't you?
Yes, yeah, you could do exactly the same. So really it's just like your normal highlight here, and then it's kind of a flat curved triangle, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
You could just do it freehand with your embossing
tool.
tools. Yeah, definitely.
And you could be doing this this gem type look, because it is, isn't it?
If you turn it that way, you can kind of see a little bit of a gem appear.
A faux gem as well. And you could be doing that in Groovi Tuesday in a little bit more detail, aren't you?
Yeah.
Over the coming weeks.
We are.
So
That's fun.
super. Wow.
Fun.
I can't believe time just absolutely
accelerates.
Is springing forward, just like spring has sprung here at Clarity.
Nice.
I don't know where it comes from, but yes. So I'll just have a bit of a quick recap for you, bring up some full screen graphics. If you're just tuning in towards the end, we have, let me go to the brand new Groovi Plate that was launched last Friday. This is Barbara's SHAC balloons and Two People A5 square Groovi Plate. Item number 42611, £10.49 plus your club discounts. If you missed out seeing the stamp, the item number for that is 12302, and you can watch that on our catch up and craft area. And the show was on Friday, the 6th of February. I forgot what month we're in, at 10 AM. Then I also wanted to shine a light on the Art Nouveau Lilies and Poppies collection. the A5 square and Groovi border plate set, item number 41156. Then also we had the Queen's Lace duet grids and alphabet collection. Those alphabets are so useful.
Oh, definitely.
Item number for that is 41155. £20.90, 8p saving, bringing it down to £79.96 plus your club discount. Then if you want to get into grid work or that lovely lace work, then we have a starter kit for you, item number 41818. But if you're new to Groovi and you want to get in the groove, then this is the perfect opportunity with the original starter kit, item number 42144, £20 saving on that, bringing it down to £78.39. And then back in stock, Mr. Dave went and collected these the other day, are our shader tools, all available individually. Item number 70457 for that trio. And then if you pop any of these next 3 items in your basket, you will get double points on your whole basket throughout the month of February. So item number 31954, which is your fabric strip card pack, 8x8. You get 24 sheets in there, 6 colours, 1 pattern and 1 plain, 2 of each, 250 GSM. Then the second option available to you is your SHAC Borders Strips and Panels A5 stamp set, item number 12277. And then finally, your third option for the product of the month of February is item number 21254, which is a whole lot of love, heart aperture toppers and A7 sentiment stamp set. Ooh, and breathe.
And breathe.
So thank you very much to lovely Louise for sharing that piece of artwork with us. If you go to the website and go to the Cash App and Craft, there is a digital download of the finished piece and a list of ingredients. So if you have ordered it and you want to replicate it, you've got that list of ingredients there. And then when it does arrive, you can come back and you can watch the video as Louise takes you through the various sort of the basics of the colouring and the composition. So thank you as always to Grace in New York. So where are we now? We're Tuesday. Tomorrow, Barb is on Hobby Maker for a monthly 2-hour show. That's 1 p.m. until 3 p.m. And she'll be showcasing the Springer Sprung Floral Essentials collection that we launched here yesterday at 2 o'clock. So I hope you can join Barb tomorrow. I'll be there as well. I'll be behind the scenes, sorting out stock and things like that. And then Friday, we'll be back with you on Friday the 13th. Lucky for some, because we'll be celebrating Love is in the Air.
Perfect.
All things lovey-dovey, so to speak. And that will be at 10 o'clock and 2 o'clock on Friday. So enjoy the rest of the day, the week, whatever you're up to. And we look forward to seeing you again soon. Take care now.